guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a reading for the Lizzie Borden axe murders, as it's famously known. So Lizzie Andrew Borden was born on July the 19th, 1860. She died on June the 1st, 1927. She was tried and acquitted of the August 4th, 1892 axe murders of her father, Andrew Borden, and her stepmother, Abby Borden, in Fall River, Massachusetts. No one else was charged in the murders, and despite being ostracized from other residents, Lizzie spent the remainder of her life in Fall River. She ultimately died of pneumonia at the age of 66, just days before the death of her older sister, Emma Borden. The Borden murders and trial was a very widespread public thing throughout the United States, along with Lizzie herself. It's still a topic now, of course. There's full crimes, all kind of things about it. So I wanted to do a reading and look into it because there's a lot of speculation. I have a few questions right now, so we're just gonna get on into it, guys. Spirit guides, guardian angels, please join me. Give me just one thing. I gotta adjust myself. Okay. Okay, so spirit guides, guardian angels, please join me. Guys, can you please show me with the tarot? Can you give me three tarot cards that represent the motive or reason for the murders of Andrew Borden and Abby Borden? Can you please give me insight and information regarding the motive or reason behind the murders of Andrew Borden and Abby Borden? Why were they killed? So we have the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Swords in the reverse, and the Seven of Swords. Okay. Spirit, can you please show me with the tarot what part, if any, did Lizzie Borden have in causing in the murders of her father and her stepmother? Can I please have three cards that represent? Okay. So you have the Six of Cups, Three of Wands in the reverse. What part, if any, did she have? And the Death card. Okay, and my next question is in regards to her sister, because there's a lot of speculation, and I don't know, I feel a little iffy about the sister as well. So we're gonna see what pops up for her. There we go. Okay. Spirit guys, can you please show me what part, if any, did Emma Borden have in the murders of her father and stepmother? What part, if any, did she have? Can I have three cards that represent Emma Borden's part in, if any, in causing the murders of her father and stepmother? So we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Ooh, way too many cards. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And on the bottom is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to meditate with my cards so that we can get the most out of this reading. And I'll be back in just a jiff, guys. Okay, so with the cards that I pulled here for what the motive or reason for Abby and Andrew Borden's murder, it shows, in my opinion, given the other cards in the reading as well as these, that there was a very, very toxic home environment, just in general terms. I really feel their father treated them very, very poorly. Abby probably wasn't a motherly type energy either. It was a very, very abusive situation. I really deeply feel that. Um, I feel the girls were abused in very different ways. It's possible that the stepmother had just become pregnant and there was a sudden worry and anxiety over what they felt was rightly theirs, that they had been going through all this anguish, all this pain for. They were, something was going to be taken from them that was rightfully theirs, i.e., their inheritance, the one thing that, would give them comfortability in life and actually be a way for them to have a future, and all of those things was being taken away. Probably told that they were getting it taken away. So it probably wasn't like a thought. They were just thinking, oh, it might, I might lose this. I don't feel that Andrew was a very good father to them. Andrew was not good to these two girls. He used money. He kept money away from them. He was very greedy, selfish, and mean to them. Just for some reason, he had a disdain for both little girls. Whatever that reason was, I'm not sure. But the energy that's coming through is very dark, related to his relationship with his daughters and just the household dynamics in general. It was a very toxic environment. It's what I can say the best. So the Seven of Cups shows wanting to open yourself up to a happiness, wanting to choose something else, happiness, taking a risk, ending this uncertainty in their lives, and actually be able to drink from the emotions, feel something other than hurt, you know what I mean? And to have peace in their lives. The Nine of Swords reverse shows wanting to end the despair and mental anguish that they were going through. They felt very trapped and powerless in the situation. I think they were locked, like in their rooms, and only able to come out at certain times. Like, they were not treated okay. They were not. They dealt with the root cause of their misery. They wanted to deal with it. They were tired of it. They wanted, the only way out was that, they felt. The Seven of Swords showed taking control and taking back what's being stolen from you, restoring order and control, and ending their nightmare. So, in regards to Lizzie, and this is because, obviously, things seem a little bit off regarding, for me, or the energy did, that Lizzie was the one responsible. Well, it kind of makes a little more sense here. I don't feel as if Lizzie is the person who physically killed him. I feel like it was her sister Emma. And I'm pointed towards that. Number one, the energy between Emma and Lizzie, when I go into that energy, it feels like a mother-daughter connection. It feels like that was her mother. That was that connection and love that she got. Their bond was the tightest of, the closest that they had to unconditional love was each other. They only had each other. Her sister was older than her. She felt like her mother. It just feels like a mother-daughter thing. And it seems as though she gave her a gift for everything that her sister had done for her. She wanted to help her overcome and try and get away with what occurred. So, and remedy kind of the situation, keep her from being suspected, basically fix it so she's not even looked at. The Three of Wands reverse shows the delay in discovering or coming in the public that they were murdered, in order to give her sister time to leave and separate herself completely from the situations. It also relates to getting help from others in the home environment to avoid a direct confrontation, getting other people on board, basically figuring out how to move forward for her, because it doesn't feel like after it occurred, it doesn't feel as though the older sister was very good mentally, kind of hysterical type thing. I feel like the housekeeper woman, the woman that was washing the windows with the stomach flu, I feel like she was offered money in order to just simply avoid any type saying anything or seeing anything. Just say you saw nothing. That's all I need you to do. Pretend like you seen nothing. And she did. And it bettered their whole life. I don't feel like Abby and Andrew were very good people, but mainly Andrew. He's a very, he seeks to control and dominate people, kind of. It shows also her avoiding or wanting to avoid directly seeing what occurred, like seeing the end result type thing. But it also relates to changes being made, like weapons being taken away, the real murder weapon being taken away, setting things up to look a certain way, you know what I mean? And providing relief, helping her and providing her with relief. Anything that could link to the actual person responsible for the murders was taken away and disposed of with the sister when she left. And Lizzie stayed behind as a present almost to her sister in order to take away the suspicion from her sister and put it on herself, because they had to have some type of way for it to be discovered. It would be too risky for them both to discover it at the same time when they were returning. This is the best way they felt to completely eliminate the sister from even being in the picture at all. It was almost Lizzie's gift or something that she gave back to her sister for everything she'd given to her emotionally. You know what I'm saying? The death card, again, relates to whatever happened very quickly and swiftly. It was a culmination of things, but the last straw was the fear, because it feels like maybe they were like being forced to leave, like they were about to lose everything or something. It was like there was a big old blowout type fight, and they were going to be completely cut off and cut out because he was going to have this new family type thing. And whatever it was pushed her over her limit, and she just went hysterical and swiftly and quickly committed it. I feel like the actual murders from when the stepmother was killed to when the father was killed, it almost seems as though it wasn't very, I feel like they were moved. Number one, I feel like the father was moved away, but I feel like it wasn't that, long after each other. Like, there wasn't a big difference, if that makes sense. It was like right around the same time. She was just like, you know what? It's done. The death card also relates to leaving with the murder weapons, taking away and separating anything and everything that needed to leave, anything that actually was used in the crime. Which, funny enough, the candlestick, it was said that a candlestick was used, and that is possible. It very much is possible. She separated herself, got rid of anything that was needed, anything from the crime, and anything that could link her to it. And they made a on-the-fly plan about what they were going to do to move forward. Being patient, giving it time, yada, 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 all that. So Emma's guilt is even more reinforced by her cards. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse shows the worry, panic, and anxiety of what she was going to do now, what was going to happen to her. She was very panicked and in a very hysterical type mindset. She didn't know what to do. She just snapped. Lizzie came up with the way to move forward. Basically, everything after the murder was planned by Lizzie on the fly. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. How to best help her sister, who she loved like a mother and who had been a mom to her for as long as she could remember. The Five of Pentacles reverse shows her providing assistance and relief from the issues, giving her the assistance that she needed, helping her to recover from the distress that she was feeling so that she could move forward and do what was necessary to repair the damage that had occurred. And the Queen of Pentacles shows her caring for the people around her, ensuring that they had abundance and a good future, taking care of her, restoring peace in their home, and getting what they deserved, basically. So, I don't know. I just feel, I don't feel that this was some malicious, aggressive attack. I do feel like it was aggressive, but I feel like it was warranted because she had been a punching bag. Both of them had been a literal mental punching bag and a physical one too, I feel. Everything they went through was nightmarish. What nightmares are made of. A very, very bad situation for them. They didn't receive the care and love they deserved and were being abused and used and weren't being treated fairly for a very long time, and it all culminated into a breaking point. But I think the breaking point came when the toxicity of the home was one thing and the abuse was one thing, but he wanted to break away from that. He wanted to completely cut them out, not only the will, but his life, because he didn't want this new child, possibly, allegedly, that him and Abby were having to be subjected to watching it or even in that kind of environment. Does that make sense? He wanted to do right by this one. It's really fucked up energy, man. But yeah, that's what I see. Let me know what you guys think. I'm actually pretty surprised by this reading and intrigued by it. So let me know what you guys think. Love ya.